Goff. How does it feel to hold that belt?
Fantastic. I've wanted it for a while now. This is my second time going after a pro belt, and I want to get the first one I missed. I want that one as well.
Which one did you miss?
Reality. I fought Cameron, went to a split decision, and we're gonna either he's vacating that or I'm taking it from him. I want CS's belt. I want every belt I can get.
Well, we talked about this, Billy, going after them belts there. That looked pretty, easy work in there. You talked about that fight with Cameron back at Reality. That was a 5-round war there.
Yep.
It's a lot of pro fights since then here, man. How do you feel about your performance, man? You went right at him and, didn't disappoint to grab that belt. How'd you feel, man?
I felt great, man. It's every time you step in that cage, like when you first get in there, it's all like, and you can barely remember any of it afterwards. But as you keep going, you get a little more comfortable, and it feels more and more like sparring. Like I can think of it. I know everything. Everything I've done before, I can do it. Whereas I forget this technique, I forget that one, because it's just you're thinking so fast and everything's moving so fast. But I was calm. I felt good. I saw everything coming.
Watching Marty's past fights, couldn't finish it. So is that much to work with as far as he's finishing people here and there? But what was your focus on going in here? You're well-rounded, but what was the focus on to dominate him like you did?
Well, so honestly, he didn't come out the way that I thought he would. I thought he was going to come out swinging really hard with his hands, because that's the way he does most of the time. But he came out with more teeps, so that wasn't as expected. When I coming into it, I was expecting just heavy pressure, more pressure than anybody else would have given me, usually because I back everybody else up. So I was preparing a lot for striking backwards. But it was surprising he didn't. I want to come out and I'm going to prepare like you're the best at everything. You're better than me at striking. You're better than me at wrestling. You're better than me at jiu-jitsu. I'm still going to smash you.
Well, coming in here, of course, you're the guy coming in here to spoil the party.
Yeah.
And he did tonight.
That was so
they
good.
weren't happy with the call there. What were you feeling? I mean, there was a whole series there that you were just in control, landed shots there. What were you feeling? And was the ref saying what was going on in that scenario?
The ref was telling Marty that he needs to do something. He needs to get up, and he was trying to get up. But every time he switched out and he would post one leg up, I would scoop it. So I was keeping him down and I was hitting him, but those shots weren't. I hit a couple on his chin, but he was covering up well. He was there fully. He wasn't getting hurt. He wasn't getting put out. He just wasn't answering the shots. That's all. And the ref warned him about 2-3 times. So it's the predicament that it is what it is.
You're doing your job in there, man.
Yeah.
Until the ref stops it, and you kept going, bro. Glad to see it, man.
Well, the performance and all the work that you put into your fight camp, was this exactly the way you expected it? I know you said he didn't do what you anticipated him to do, but the way you were trained, were you able to execute it that way?
Honestly, the way that I thought the fight was going to play out, like you run through the motions, and I didn't think it was going to go that way. He wasn't in his videos. He wasn't a heavy kicker, so I wasn't expecting him to come out using his legs a lot. So I was expecting to have more of a war standing up, but it went to the ground pretty quickly.
And you just transitioned very smoothly into it.
Yeah, it was like when he teeped me once and I caught it and I didn't really want to do anything with it and I set it down and hit him, and then he teeped me again and I started moving him and we were to the cage. I was like, all right, I mean, he's there, so, and my coach told me, he said, the second you can get him down, get him down. So I brought him down.
And with you tonight, I mean, the post-fight, was that even more dramatic than the actual fight for you? I mean,
yeah, I loved it. I mean, last time I was here, that's the same. That was worse than it was with Lally, which was surprising. I thought Lally would have been more of their boy, but I love it. Every time they boo me, if they really wanted to throw me off, they should cheer for me and boo him, because that just makes me the underdog. Now everybody wants me to lose. Now I can't lose.
now you know you Connecticut guys are hungry. I mean, you guys fight out of CES and stuff like that, and like fight cage fights and stuff like that. But you guys go anywhere in New England, you guys are ready to run.
Oh yeah, I'm willing to go anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and it shows with your belt you've been holding for a long time. The infamous wink. Did you throw any of that to anybody tonight? Just throw the wink right there.
Yeah, I did.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got to be there.
I needed to make sure that I knew that.
Yeah.
Good. So, I mean, how long do you think you can still stay here with Cage Titans? Are you trying to move on, or are you still sticking here for a while?
Now that I've got the belt, if the UFC calls, I'm going. If Bellator calls, I'm going. if CES I want to fight for their belt. So it all depends on what lines up money-wise, the best opponent, what's going to put me the furthest in my next step. So I could come back here. I mean, the 2-hour drive isn't the greatest, but it's I'm willing to go anywhere. So if it's the right fight, it's the right amount of money, yeah, I'm coming back.
Well, really, it's here we are in November, January. We talked about that reality belt there, man. Redemption right there. We don't know if it's open or not, but it'd be a great challenge either way. Is that something that, if the UFC or you don't get a call up somewhere, is that something that you're more interested in the beginning of the year? Let's go after that reality. It's right down the street basically from you. You can actually fight in front of a crowd that's roaring for you this time. Is that something that you might be looking for?
So it depends on who's in front of me. If Cameron's there and we get to run that back, I want that. If he's not there, it depends on who else is there. Because if I can go over to CS and fight, because I was looking at the rankings in New England. There's a few guys ahead of me that I know I could beat. I could beat all of them, and if I can get one of them, I want it. So if it's in CS, if it's in NEF, wherever it is, I'm gonna go get a fight with one of them.
And that's the thing that people love to see about you and your team is that you guys pick the best. You guys want the challenge. You guys don't want somebody handed to you. And you guys demonstrate it every single time. How does that feel to know that you're well respected?
Yeah, like it's amazing. Like every time Mike says that we come in like a biker gang, like that's just it makes me feel good knowing that our club is represented the way that I see it as. So that feels great for me. And I just So my huge shout out to my teammates, come here.
Buddy, guys, Dexter, get in here.
Come on.
I got you on camera already.
This is my head coach Dexter. So shout out to him. Without him, I wouldn't be here. Without Austin, without Rich, they're always in my corner, no matter what, win, loss, no matter if there's during COVID when there's nothing going on, they're there. So I owe everything to these guys, to my family, to my friends, constantly supporting me. I got people who drive hours to come here just to show some support, and it means everything to me. People at home watching. To my sponsor, the Cardboard Kids, the Nummy's Bakery, man. This is my first time having sponsors, so I'm grateful to them, man, and to you guys as well.
Keep pushing, bro. You're gonna get triple that in no time, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Thanks a lot for the show.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Awesome.